Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy hump day to those who, look at Wednesday as, National Hump Day, right? I look at it as just another Wednesday, right? Hope everybody tuned into the episode last night with Jimmy and I, getting into today's society, issues relating our education, our just everyday life, family life, everything. We got into it all last night, Jimmy and I. Today we're going to talk about the Atlanta Braves. New story coming out of Smyrna, Georgia. The Atlanta Braves now going to be selling a $151 burger. Yeah, I seen this story buzzing out of Fox 5 Atlanta about a few hours ago, that they want to sell a $151 burger. And this is coming with the World Series ring that was for, $25,000. What on this story? More on the podcast. You're going to want to hear this story, guys, because this is pretty interesting. More on the story, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Patriot Angle Podcast. Patriot Unfiltered Raw.
Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. All right, guys, welcome to today's show. As you heard me opening up the show, we're going to be talking about the new story coming out of the Atlanta Braves over there in Smyrna, Georgia, which is part of Marietta, Georgia. The Atlanta Braves now wanting to sell a $150 burger. Now, why they want to sell a $150 burger is on me. And then as I read this story, being reported from Fox 5 Atlanta digital team 3 hours ago, that this new burger that's being sold at Truist Park over there in the Smyrna, Georgia, Marietta area of Atlanta is basically said to be the world champion's burger. It's also meant to be shared, right? So that's the whole purpose behind this. It also includes edible gold foil and a Wagyu beef. What? Foil? Yeah. The gold foil that's going to be coming with this burger is meant to be ate. Right? It's edible. Now, this burger also represents 151 years since the founding of the franchise. So I guess now we're understanding why the selling price is $151, because it represents 151 years since the beginning of the Atlanta Braves. Now, the ballpark concessions are known to be expensive. We get that, right? Every stadium in the country, I mean, even a bottle of, freaking beer is like between $8 to $10 a bottle, right? At some stadiums across the country. Now, we know that concessions are known to be expensive, but the Atlanta Braves are taking food prices, folks, to another level. Another level. Fresh off the World Series title, the Braves will begin selling a burger fit for champions at Truist Park in the beginning of their season. Now, the World Champions Burger that they're calling it is going to be selling for $151. Now, I think, and don't quote me on this, I'm going to have to look at it, But I think that this burger is going to be the most expensive burger in all of Major League Baseball concession stands. It has to be. Because I can tell you, folks, I've been to a couple stadiums in the last few years, 3-5 years, and I don't remember paying $151 for even a hot dog, right? So I think this will be the most expensive burger. Now, who is going to buy this burger is on me. I don't see a lot of people buying this because, concessions stands all over. Different stadiums are expensive to begin with. The tickets alone can be expensive. So whoever's going to be buying this burger for $151 are probably going to most likely be your upper elite. It has to. We do have a sound clip here, guys, that we will plug into the show about what you can expect from this $150 burger. Literally, because this is crazy, folks. Literally crazy. Can you imagine paying? Be right back after these words, guys.
Staples.com helps you get the details right. It's easy to find the ink you need to connect with customers and offer even more inspiration. Or when your passion is clashing with your paperwork, find the products that help you get organized and energized. Staples.com is the go-to place to get everything for your business, from ink and toner to paper and envelopes, so your vision can come to life. Do what you love from anywhere with help from Staples.com.
Truist Park is adding some new features ahead of the Atlanta Braves' upcoming regular season. Some of those new features include a display of the 2021 World Series trophy, along with new fan jerseys to commemorate the big win. Braves fans will also have access to more food choices at concession stands. One of them that will have everybody talking is the World Champions Burger.
It's a very expensive burger, but you can bet it needs to be shared with a lot of different people. It includes some edible gold foil on it, and some Wagyu meat, and all kinds of different things. That's $151.
Sign me up. While the burger comes at a high price, it also represents how long the Braves have been in existence, 151 years.
Making me hungry.
Yeah, making me hungry, folks, but you're not making me hungry for the selling price. $151 fucking dollars for this thing. Now, also, folks, we were told here on the show that it's made with a half-pound Wagyu beef burger on a toasted Irish buttered bruschetta bun, topped with cage-free pan-fried eggs. Yeah, pan-fried eggs. A gold leaf wrap Hudson Valley foie gras, a grilled cold water lobster tail. There's more, folks. I'm almost done here. A tomato, a garden fresh bib lettuce, right? And Tillamook cheddar cheese with edible foil. Yeah. And all of this, folks, is meant to be shared with multiple of different people in your group. Now, if that wasn't enough, it comes with a side of Parmesan waffle fries. And you can enjoy all of this for $151 to represent the 151 years since the founding of the franchise. Now, the burger, folks, is set to make its debut this upcoming Tuesday during the event at Truist Park. Now, for $25,000, it comes with a limited edition World Series ring. So if you want to put another $25,000 on top of that, the burger will come with a limited edition World Series ring. God. They're really going all out of it, aren't they, folks? Literally. Now, I want to read more into this story here, folks, because this is pretty damn hilarious to me. Even though the selling price is damn near almost $200 for a burger, which is crazy. I mean, you can go to like high elite restaurants such as, you know, what's the high elite restaurants that are out there? Hard Rock, right? All these big time wig companies. I don't even think they sell food more than $50 a plate. And the Atlanta Braves want to sell this thing for $151. That's crazy. I'm looking at the picture right now through Fox 5 Atlanta, and they show this burger. It's enormous. Really, it's like the size of maybe like a softball and a half, where if you take a softball and you cut another half of a softball and put it on top, that's the height of this thing. It's enormous. You got to check it out, guys. Got to check it out. We'll plug the article here in the show notes on the Spotify episode, where you can actually see the picture of this burger. It's fucking enormous. It's crazy. Now, relating to this story here, we see that the standing room only on sale Braves first 3 games of the 2022 season. Now, they're only going to be standing room only. Now, what does that say? That the first 3 games are going to be sold out for the Atlanta Braves? I happen to have a ticket for the July 11th game, which I'm going with a family member at Truist Park, where they're going to be playing the New York Mets, which I look forward to seeing that game. Always a crazy game. I went to the game last year, guys, with my uncle that came up to visit, and I could tell you, even during the pandemic, the entire fucking stadium was sold out. So, you know, the Atlanta Braves, guys, they do have a good franchise. They always sell out of the tickets. But, I mean, what is this going to do to the fan base? Is it going to put a dapper on it? By all means, guys, leave your comments. I'd love to hear your comments. Maybe possibly your views on this, of this $151 burger that's going to be sold at Truist Park, debuting this upcoming Tuesday. Now, in order of the World Series burger, comes with more than food. I mean, it does. It comes with fries and then edible tin foil. What the shit? Customers get either a replica World Series championship ring for $151. So the ring does come with the price. It's a replica ring. It's not the real deal. Or you can buy a limited edition, like I just mentioned, World Series championship ring for $25,000. So if you got the money to spare it, guys, you know, they're going to sell you a limited edition, like real deal championship ring for $25,000. This is the real deal, folks. You know, you want one of the real deal rings, not just a fucking replica. You can buy the damn thing for $25,000. It's fucking crazy. Crazy. Now, the Atlanta Braves will begin its opening of the 2022 season at Truist Park tomorrow, April 7th, against the Cincinnati Reds. So, you're going to want to check out that, because I'm sure they're going to put a whole ordeal on this $151 ring. I mean, this is nuts, guys. I've never heard in my lifetime a hamburger even selling for more than $50. I mean, $50 I can understand, but for another $100, they want to sell a $151 burger? That's crazy. More on this story, folks, right after these words. Don't go anywhere.
Patriot Unfiltered Raw. Michael Gardner, a host like no other. Unfiltered, uncensored.
Volcano Cash. Win up to $200,000. Download it today, folks. right, guys. Head over to Volcano Cash and win up to $200,000. That's right, guys. Real games at thegeorgialottery.com. Download it today, folks.
All right, this week, Burgers with Buck, we are at Truist Park, and we're going to call this Burgers and Braves with Buck. Hanging out with Chef Rory. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, but I don't have to feed a house full of hungry people tonight ready for Game 3 of the World Series. You do. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited for the Braves. I really hope they go all the way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, so what an exciting time to be in Atlanta. What an exciting time to be a Braves fan, and what an exciting time to be a burger fan. That's a burger. All right, first of all, what do you call this?
We call it the Southern Cycle Burger.
Okay, the Southern Cycle Burger. This is, you couldn't get this during the regular season. This is a postseason burger, right?
Yes, just during the postseason in the World Series, yes.
All right. Tell me how you put one of these together. Build it from scratch. Just talk me through how you build one.
Okay, so we start off with like an extra thick slice of Vienna bread, and we toast that with some butter. We have lettuce, tomato. We have 2 cheeseburgers in there, bacon, Orson cheese, smoked short rib, caramelized onions, and then we top that off with 2 fried eggs.
All right, so the name again is the
Southern Cycle Burger.
Cycle, which is a baseball term for people that don't know, right? Hitting for the cycle's a thing, so tie that in for it.
So you get 4 great items on there. You can't really go wrong. Cheeseburgers, you got eggs, you got bacon, and you got smoked short rib.
How much?
Wow. You want to know the price of this burger? This team has invented some crazy-ass burgers, if you ask me. Crazy-ass burgers with crazy-ass prices. Check more of this stuff out, guys.
Fun is it to be the chef here and get creative and come up with fun ideas, especially when you're getting ready for the World Series?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really, to kind of be the chef here and go into the World Series and just being able to be creative with my team and doing like really fun things for the fans here. It's been great.
Now, this burger I just announced now, you know, we're aware, guys, this team here is known to create some, off-the-chart type of burgers. And this burger I happen to plug in, which is called the Southern Cycle Burger, that you can only get at Truist Park there in Smyrna, Marietta, Georgia, right, for the Atlanta Braves. It's only sold at Truist Park. You can't buy it anywhere else. The Southern Cycle Burger. You know, this team is known, this franchise, guys, is known to come out with some, off-the-chart type of burgers. Now, if you could afford this thing, by all means, hats off to you. But, it's a lot of dough, a lot of peanuts, right? Also want to plug into what's going on with the Atlanta Braves, right? We're talking mainly about the Atlanta Braves. I don't really get too much into sports here on the podcast. I like to mix it up sometimes because, yes, I like political viewpoints. I do. Don't get me wrong. I think we all like hearing about political viewpoints. We like knowing what's going on in the political angle, the political world, but it's also good to kind of mix it up, right? So since we're talking about the Atlanta Braves, right, what's going on with the franchise, what's going to happen? I do have some 2022 season predictions of what could happen to the franchise, both good and bad. Basically, what's going to happen here? Are we going to see possibly another World Series prediction here coming out of the franchise? Could be a high possibility. It could be. I mean, we've seen it, last year? Atlanta Braves winning the World Series. Could they go for, year number 2 in a row? Could they go for 2022? Hell, it would be nice. I am not an Atlanta Braves fan. I do follow the Boston Red Sox, but I do like the Atlanta Braves. Now, you can call me a front runner, jumping off the bandwagon, so to speak, but I can't go wrong with my Atlanta Braves. They are a good team. and they also represent the area that I live in, Atlanta, Georgia. But I mean, it's a really good franchise, I think. I think they have a lot of good terminology. I think that they're going to have a good team. Are the Atlanta Braves the best team in the world? I don't think that they're the best team in the franchise. They did lose Freddie Freeman. All know that Freddie Freeman going over to the LA Dodgers. Yeah, Freddie Freeman no more. This just was in the last couple weeks now. Freddie Freeman leaving the Atlanta Braves. Now a lot of people are like, well, Freeman, he wasn't gonna stay with the Atlanta Braves for this upcoming season. There was a big deal coming out of LA. LA was gonna pick him up. They were gonna pick him off and offer him so much money and this and that, and he's worth so much more money than he was being paid in Atlanta. I don't know. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that? I do have a sound clip here I'll plug in of Max Fried basically joining in the conversation. Was on this podcast here not too long ago on the Tony the Slab podcast, which I will plug into the show. A really good conversation that he had on the show of Max Fried talks of the 2022 Braves and life without Freddie Freeman. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of talks, guys, coming out that, is there a life in the Braves without Freddie Freeman? Can the Atlanta Braves survive without Freddie Freeman? Well, that was a big conversation on the Towing the Slab podcast that they had a conversation with Max Fried, basically, just relating to the issue. But here's a sound clip here. You'll basically say that Freddie Freeman basically throws shade at the Braves, guys. Check this out. Now, as we plug in the sound clip here, you'll see basically a lot of controversy coming out of different types of platforms such as ESPN, Sports Center, everything, guys. Check this out.
All in Atlanta. So with the longtime Brave and team leader Chipper gone off into retirement, Freddie was the new man in town. The very next year in 2012, Freeman hit .256 with an OPS 1 single point higher than the last at .796. But then 2013 arrived. His career absolutely took off, and Freddie Freeman has failed to ever look back. In 2013, Freddie hit .319 with an .897 OPS, became an All-Star for the first time in his career, became an All-Star again in 2014, had another solid year in 2015, then said screw it and put up MVP numbers yearly starting in 2016. In 2016, Freddie hit 34 home runs and 43 doubles, following that up with 28 homers and 35 doubles in 2017, then played all 162 games for the Braves in 2018, doing that for the second time since 2014, becoming an All-Star that year and the next, and leading the Braves to 4 straight division titles. He won MVP in the shortened 2020 season, and followed that up with his 5th All-Star appearance, 31 home runs, a .300 batting average, and a big contributor to the Atlanta Braves' first World Series title since 1995.
He's got a lot of accolades underneath his belt. Don't get me wrong. Phenomenal player, keystone player, if you ask me. Now, when I was at the game last year, if you did hear in the beginning of the podcast here, guys, that I talked about, how my uncle and I, we caught that Atlanta Braves New York Mets game last summer in July. Phenomenal fucking game. I mean, the New York Mets, they were coming strong in that game. I could tell you the New York Mets almost won that game. But Superman himself, fucking Freddie Freeman, coming back strong, hitting, fucking 5 or 6 homers in that game? Fucking phenomenal player, if you ask me. Phenomenal. I did put out a post on this about a couple weeks ago on what you think Freddie Freeman right? What's your reaction to Freddie Freeman leaving the Braves? And I did get a couple of responses here on the blog section, basically saying that, you know, a lot of people kind of get a little upset about him leaving the Braves, pulling a Tom Brady leaving the fucking New England Patriots, right? One fan saying that, you know, I see right through his fake attitude. Okay. Another one basically saying Bob Nightingale's, it's a lot of he said, she said at this point. In reality, there's probably some truth to all reports, and the whole truth is something we will never know. Well, you never know. You'll never know why Freddie Freeman decided to just pack up and leave Atlanta and head over to L.A. You'll never know. But, I mean, you know, some people are saying that, you know, Freddie Freeman looks good in the Dodgers, right? He looks good in Dodgers blue. You know, I mean, you know, here's the whole thing, guys. While Freddie Freeman ultimately departed Atlanta for a 6-year, $162 million deal with Los Angeles Dodgers, there was a brief moment where a 5-year pack was on the table from the former National League MVP's camp. And the Braves said no. ESPN's Buster Olney even wrote a tremendous long-form story on Freeman's departure from Atlanta. After 12 seasons, and much of it confirms what we believed all along. The Braves folks were also hesitant to go to a 6-year for the 32-year-old. Freeman is, you know, still relatively young. You know, and with that apparent, Freeman's camp did put a 5-year offer on the table. He did. You know, they did put the 5-year offer on the table. Just this past March 11th, there was a report that the Dodgers were making an intensive push to sign Freeman. So this was like, you know, a reaction long in the coming, guys. That literally the next day, after that day, March 11th, which happened to be a Friday, the next day, one of Freeman's representatives spoke. And according to 4 sources, close told the whole agency that the Braves had an hour, if that, to accept one of 2 proposals. The first proposal, a 6-year, $175 million deal, which is on average of a little more than $29 million a year, give or take. Or 2, the second option would be a 5-year, $165 million deal, which on average relates to about $33 million, give or take, per season, right? Now, the spokespersons for Freeman rejected both of the proposals. The 2 sides agreed only on this. All offers and proposals were off the table. Both sides, folks, needed to prepare for an Atlanta squad without Freddie Freeman. That's basically what's going to happen. Instead, the Braves traded for Olsen 3 days later. They're like, fuck this. And gave him an 8-year, $168 million deal on the way in the door. Olsen, who's going to be turning 28 years old later this month, is already a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner who will likely become a fan favorite in Atlanta. Yeah, if he's got that accolade under his belt, a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, and he's only, like, what, in his mid-20s? It's a fucking a huge accomplishment, if you ask me. I mean, really. But here's something right here, folks. Freddie and his agents, and this is my personal opinion, Freddie and his agents really missed the mark on this one. They did. I mean, just listen to the interview Chipper gave on 680. He said he was playing a dangerous game and Freddie didn't listen. He even go into saying in these quotes here, I'll quote it here on the show, that he even said to Freddie, yeah, enjoy L.A., Freddie. Thanks for all the memories in ATL, but I'll never pull for a Dodger. Yeah, a lot of people are upset with Freddie Freeman. They believed Freeman was the elite for Atlanta. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Please put your reaction on the comments here on the show. I'll put that. Actually, believe it or not, we'll put that right in the Q&A here on the Spotify link. What is your reaction to Freddie Freeman leaving the Atlanta Braves and jumping ship to the LA Dodgers? Do you think it was a good move, both financially and as a career move? I mean, there's a lot to say. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. LA Dodgers is a pretty good squad. Damn good squad. Now, you remember about middle of this podcast, I did mention that there was Max Fried, right? Basically talking about the 2022 season of the Atlanta Braves and life without Freeman. And this was his reaction on Towing the Slab podcast, guys. This was his reaction. Check it out.
Here on the episode this week. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the time here. And you've been named the Braves opening day starter for a second straight season, but you're also getting your World Series rings on Saturday night. So you're starting opening day this Thursday. Saturday is the ring ceremony. Some truth serum here. Which night are you looking forward to most?
I'm definitely ready to get back out there and compete again. But I would be lying to say that I'm not excited about, experiencing the ring ceremony, being able to, finally see it for the first time and being able to kind of celebrate that with my teammates.
So you haven't received any hints or so of what the ring could look like?
Some talk here and there, but I have no idea. I'm going to be completely surprised.
Okay. David, I want to ask you this, but after we ask Max here, does the anticipation and the start of a new season feel any different coming off a World Series win?
I would say it's a good question. I would say it's definitely a little different, but at the same time, this is a group and a core group of guys that have gone to the playoffs 4 years in a row. We kind of know what to expect about going into a season, and we know it's going to be a long.
Yeah, guys, it's going to be a long one. I'm going to stop it right there because we're going to be closing it out here in a couple of minutes here. Max Fried talking about the 2022 season of the Atlanta Braves and, life without Freddie. Life without Freddie. Guys, this is my personal opinion, and I'll close it out. That, like I said, that was Max Fried on Towing the Slab podcast just a couple days ago. Guys, life will go on without Freddie. The squad, the franchise will pick up players in the offseason. They have a good future ahead of them. Don't get me wrong. They have a really good future ahead of them. I think that, Freddie Freeman, yes, he did make up a damn good season for the Atlanta Braves just last year, and prior to that, they had really, really good seasons in the last couple of years. Damn good seasons. It even led to them winning the 2021 World Series. But, do you think that, the Atlanta Braves will suck, so to speak, this year in 2022? Like I said, guys, life will go on for the Atlanta Braves. They'll pick up some good key players in the offseason. They just picked up somebody really, really good, Olsen. I see a good, promising future for the Atlanta Braves. I wish them all of the best luck in their future endeavors. But I don't see that, Freddie Freeman, the golden boy, right, of Atlanta, then Atlanta, leaving for L.A. is going to put a damper for the team. I don't see that. I don't see that. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to close it out here. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's podcast. Remember, you can follow me. Hit that follow button, please. It does. It puts a smile on our face when we do see new followers and listeners to the show. Please hit that like and that follow button. You can follow me on Spotify, Google, Apple. We have just been launched to Audible. We are now on Audible, and as well as Amazon Music, which is a big deal here for the podcast. Really, really exciting news. We also have really other exciting news that there is going to be a book being published in May. Just announced that, a couple episodes back, which I will announce it again for anybody that might have missed that announcement, that we are coming out with a second book here to the podcast, and it's going to be titled Stop with This Nonsense of Crap Already. And that will be published around the end of next month in May. Just about in the middle of the book right now. I'm most likely going to have about 20 chapters. Just got done finishing chapter 6. So we're just about almost halfway through the book. Will be published the end of May, and you can find that exclusively on Amazon Kindle and Amazon as well, Amazon.com. And I'm not sure exactly what the selling price will be. Still have to think about it with some partners here that are helping me out with the book. But as soon as I have a selling price, I will announce that on the show to give you a heads up of how much it will be. We do still have our first book still available on Amazon Kindle, which is also called Can America Survive After Biden? Still available on Amazon Kindle and Amazon.com. And you can purchase that book in its Kindle edition for $4.99. That's right, guys, $4.99. $5, you can't go wrong, right? Also, too, guys, please check out my website. We have two of them. We have our official podcast website, PatriotAnglePodcast.com. And we also have our merchandise website, which is PatriotUnfiltered.com. Check out our latest merchandise on the website, as well as new merchandise that will be featured in the website in the next coming days. Next week or two, we should have some brand new merchandise that's going to be added to the website. Women's apparel, hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, thermoses, just about everything on that website, guys. So check it out. We're going to have some brand new promo codes on the website. Highly suggest you check it out. We will announce the brand new promo codes on the show in the next coming of days. And with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. And we will see you tomorrow night on the Patriot Angle Podcast. Thanks a lot.
Michael Gardner, a host like no other. Unfiltered, uncensored, raw. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.